6 of Better in Green. We do have a full slate of NFL games with our Lions and Ben's Chiefs playing at Sunday night tonight. So an exciting day. We do have a game live at the moment. We have the Broncos and the Jets playing over in London. It's about 2 minutes before halftime. Denver is up 10-6. I am on the Jets at the +7.5. So obviously it's too late to give that one out. I will say the live line is +7.5 still. So if you want to jump on the Jets, feel free. But really looking forward to this slate of the NFL. I have 6 plays locked in. Well, 5 plays locked in. 1 is live, and I might have a couple more. I'm feeling pretty good about the 5 that I've locked in. So again, this is just as much for you guys as it is for me and Ethan. We like picking each other's brains, see if there's any bets that we can convince each other to take or convince each other to not take. So I'm looking forward to it. I know we just had a pretty big college football Saturday. We had some upsets. Penn State lost for the 3rd consecutive week. I think that has to be the first time in, 15 years that happened. Both our Michigan teams lost. I don't want to talk about it. I don't know. Ethan doesn't want to talk about it. Georgia should have lost. Bullshit reffing in that game. Texas gets the win. I think we were both pretty heavy on Texas. Oregon State, my play of the day, not even close. Wrong from the start. Oh, my God, was that the worst game ever. But, super excited to talk about NFL. I think I'm up like a couple units from yesterday heading into Sunday, trying to continue that momentum. But, Ethan, welcome. How was your weekend? How was yesterday betting? And how are you feeling about today's slate?
Yeah, yesterday pretty good. I was just busy hanging out with friends and doing stuff. We were watching the games, but, just kind of hard to get into your phone and place bets. So it probably saved me. I think I went 2-1 in college football. I had Penn State -21.5. So that was just, I should have cashed it out. 1 on Texas, 1 on USC. So that was good.
Indiana upset. I forgot about that one. My bad.
Yeah, good call by you yesterday. In our live yesterday with the IU money line outright, but had the Brewers in baseball, so that was good as well. Liked them a lot. So overall 3-1, happy with it. Some of the plays I would have played, like Arizona late, that I just got too busy, would have been a loser. So it's always nice when things like that work out in your favor. Today I think I have 4 bets locked in for NFL. Looking forward to the Lions game. I don't know. I'm just sitting here watching this London game. I feel like I've been like bored of the NFL the last 2 weeks. Do you feel like it's just been like boring? I had no interest in either of the last 2 Thursday night games. I hardly watched.
So I've watched a little bit of college football the last 3 weeks, but this is truly my first Sunday of actually watching games. So I'm kind of excited, but I can get it that if you've been like, this game freaking sucks, but I can get it. You can get a little. When it comes to the 4 p.m. slate, I'm kind of checked. Like the Lions aren't playing at 4. I'm like, I'm gonna go do errands, groceries, go on a walk or something. 1 o'clock games are fun, but it gets a little long sometimes, especially on Sundays.
Yeah, I just feel like, usually I'm just so amped for like the prime time. Like I have not been amped at all for each of the last 2 Thursday night games. I just didn't really care about, like these London games. Bills, Patriots, I didn't really care about. I don't even know who played last Monday. Can't even remember. But I don't know. Doing well in the NFL. I should be having a lot more fun, but I feel like I'm already getting a little burnt.
I don't know who played last Monday. Yeah. No, I feel you. It's kind of that middle patch of the season where we're still trying to figure out like the really good matchups because, the commissioner, they make these primetime games, these marquee matchups, what they think was preseason stuff. And now it's just not looking like that good of matchups. So I remember the one of the most games I was most excited for was the Bills Bengals, the DeMar Hamlin injury. I was like, I cannot wait for this game. I was like so pumped up and I was so pissed off that the game ended like at halftime. But that's kind of true. I haven't felt about that about a lot of this stuff. I am a college guy though. I get still amped up for college. Quickly, I'll say I should have taken this advice yesterday, and I think you're in agreement. Chiefs is a sharp play. We're both Lions fans. Chiefs is a sharp play. I'm going to put this into comparison with yesterday. USC was a sharp play. I'm a Michigan guy. I still bet Michigan, even though I knew it was square. So I feel like today I'm just going to get it out right before we start talking about it. I think we're in agreement, kind of. I think it's a great emotional hedge, and I think it's a great bet for Kansas City. And that's a Sunday night game. I'm just going to get it out of the way early, but we can talk about it once we get there. But I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. I did it yesterday. It was terrible. Um, so I'm not going to make that mistake today. But do you have anything on that? Or you just want to wait till we get to Sunday night?
Yeah, we'll wait, but yeah,
Okay.
I don't know much.
And again, I do have Jets plus 7.5. That game is live currently, almost halftime. Let's start off to the 1 p.m. slate. I have a couple bets I like here. Starting off with the Cowboys at the Panthers, my pesky little Panthers. Looks like I am on Carolina plus 3, and I made the bonehead mistake of about 1:15 a.m. last night or this morning. I put $150 on Tet McMillan to score. I bet him every single week. He has 371 yards, 24 receptions, 0 touchdowns. He's due against a trash ass Dallas defense. I don't love how much I put on it. Again, it was late night. I had a couple PBRs. I was upset with Michigan. I had about 4 dips in. I was spinning on the couch and $150 on Tet. So if Tet scores today, we're all feeling great. But yeah, I have Carolina on the spread. I think I still like that play. I'm seeing sharp money on that play. I'm seeing respected bettors on that play. But yeah, if you want to throw in Tet, maybe just throw in a 1 unit Tet. Don't make it a 7.5 unit play. But Tet McMillan, touchdown, Carolina Panthers spread for me. How about you?
Yeah, I love the Panthers. Panthers win outright. I like the Tet play as well. I mean, against any defense, if he's going to score, it's going to be Dallas. So I hope that cashes for you with 150 on it. But yeah, I am also on Panthers plus 3 at even odds. Kind of wish I had the 3.5, but like I said, I think the Panthers went outright, so not too worried about it. But yeah, I just think I don't know, the Cowboys aren't nearly as good as what they've really shown in the last 2 weeks, tying the Packers with 40 points and then beating the Jets 37-22. Whippy, you beat the Jets. I'm watching the Jets right now. They're running the ball with a minute left, like in the half. I don't even know what they're. I don't know. Aaron Glenn was never even that good of a defensive coordinator, so
Yeah,
to
speaking
think he was
for
going to be a good head coach, I don't know. But yeah, the Cowboys' second game on the road in Carolina. Carolina had that big comeback win last week. Yeah, I just think it's a good spot for Carolina. I think Carolina's not as bad as what people think, and Dallas is not as good as what people think.
Yeah, I agree. And Dallas's defense is still pretty stinky. I just forgot. We have a major weather storm hitting this East Coast, which I don't love for Ted, but looks like the entire East Coast is getting absolutely smoked. My radar only goes to noon. So maybe at 1 p.m. it's going to get a little better, but I totally forgot we have a huge system coming into the East Coast today. So a lot of rainfall, but still, I'm not a believer of weather. I think it's a little BS. I know that might sound I don't know, crazy, but weather's over saturated, and I don't think it plays that much of a factor. But yeah, touchdown, Carolina Panthers. I like it.
Yep.
Cardinals Colts. I'm gonna be straight up honest. I'm not gonna bet this one. I don't really feel like talking about this one. Do you have anything you're super strong on this one on Cardinals Colts?
Yeah, so my 1 a.m. bet, as soon as Kyler got ruled out last night, I grabbed a 10 minus 120 on Arizona. I think they went
Wow.
outright. I think they went
Wow.
outright.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Jacoby Brissett is not a drop off at all from Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray sucks. I was a believer in Kyler coming into this year. He's shown me absolutely nothing. I don't know if he even cares really. Like Ben made that great little short for us with the ball bouncing off his face mask. Like, who does that? Honestly, who? Only Kyler. So yeah, I think Brissett is an upgrade from Kyler, to be completely honest. And we're getting 3 points or whatever that was. So yeah, I like Arizona. They have been losing games, but they've been losing on the last play of the game 3 straight weeks. They're not getting blown out. Colts are probably at the top of where they're going to be market wise. Yeah, I just think 10, way too many points here. So I grabbed the 10 with Arizona minus
Wow.
120. I think it's at 8.5 now.
Yeah, that was a
So I
hell
got a
of a
good number,
snag.
but yeah, I still like it. I think Arizona has a shot to win. I mean, they probably lose by a last second field goal again, but I think they'll have a shot to win.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, whoops, that's not the right thing. Oh, yeah, it is. Um, Yeah,
Jacoby Brissett also ex-Colt. Revenge game.
he's an ex half the leaguer, but yeah.
True. I think his most recent starts were with the Colts. Maybe Patriots.
Patriots, Dolphins.
Yeah.
I feel like he was probably on the Jags at some point.
Let me go look him up. Where was he most recently? All right, Jacoby.
I feel like he was maybe at the Skins.
Let's see where this guy's journey has taken him. Patriots. Oh, yeah, definitely not most recently. Patriots, Colts, Dolphins, Browns, Commanders, Patriots, Cardinals.
Okay.
So hasn't been with the Colts since COVID. Revenge game.
Revenge game. I like it though. Yeah, it's the injured quarterback theory, and Jacoby is, like you said, a veteran quarterback. So I kind of may have gotten talked into that spread. Maybe I'll take a tease on Cardinals or something. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Colts also very public.
Yeah, and they, like you said, I think they've. I don't know. I just don't think they're good.
No. Cowboys also very public for what it's worth.
Okay. Well, no one in the world takes these freaking Panthers as much as I do, so that makes somewhat sense. Rams, Ravens. Ravens are 7-point home dogs. We got Cooper Rush starting at QB. You said Rams. I remember from our show, you said Rams have a bye next week, correct?
I think they're in London.
Or sorry, the Ravens.
Ravens, yep.
Ravens have a bye. I kind of want to take the Ravens, but I kind of agreed with your take on our show on Thursday or Friday that you said Ravens might as well just wait till after this bye, get everyone healthy back, and just try to scrap the season from half the season through. And yeah, so I originally liked the Ravens on the spread. I think I'm just going to stay off. I could definitely see them folding and just trying to get past this bye, get Lamar back, get healthy, and maybe pick up some defenders in the freaking trade or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to stay off Rams, Ravens. How about you?
Yeah, so I heard people saying that. I don't agree with it, though. I don't think they're going to fold this game. I have not bet the Ravens, and I'm going to try not to bet the Ravens, but I love the Ravens. Like, I think the Ravens might win this one outright. I know. I'm going to try.
I'm going to
I think I said on Wednesday I'm 12-6 on the year, so doing really like 67%. 3 losses have been on Baltimore, so I just don't know if I can get myself there again. But this feels like the one where, after the Lions loss, I played them against the Chiefs. I think a lot of people played them against the Chiefs, and then they lost to the Lions and the Chiefs. They're still good. Let's bet them against the Texans, who I think hadn't won at that point, or maybe had one win. Okay, now they get blown up by the Texans. Nobody is going to want to bet them this week, which is probably the week that they cover, maybe win. Yeah, I shouldn't bet the Ravens, but I love them.
Yeah, I did too. And I kind of got convinced by what people were saying. I don't know. I wrote it down. I'll probably freaking bet it because you know me. I will just say halftime update in London. I didn't know the University of Michigan was playing. The Jets starting quarterback, Justin Fields, 5 for 7 for 17 yards at half. So that is a Michigan stat line if I've ever heard it.
I am against him in fantasy, so don't hate it.
I do have him to score sprinkled. And what's his name? Their tight end, Mason Taylor. I got that completely backwards. But anyways, I did have Bryce Underwood over passing yards. That 60-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter saved my ass. I also had him 2 passing touchdowns, saved my ass.
Nice.
Browns Steelers. I'm seeing people on Pitt. I'm seeing a little bit of money on Pitt. Once again, I'm not really getting picky because I'm up a decent amount on my bookie, but I'm getting picky enough where I would probably take the Steelers here, but it's just something I don't feel like going through that pain here. So I don't know. I don't like the game. I don't want to watch it, so I'm probably just not going to bet it.
Yeah, we're just blowing through my plays already because I am on the Browns. Plus 6.5.
Every game I don't want to talk about, you're like, oh, here we go.
Browns plus 6.5. Favorite play. I love the Browns. I got that minus 114 the other day. So again, got a good number there. I think it's still 6 though. You probably still get a 6.5. But I think the Browns went outright. So I like it. I mentioned it on Wednesday. I think it's a positive for the team that they got rid of Joe Flacco. It kind of turns the reins over to Gabriel. I think Steelers still get the people still think they have a good defense because it's Pittsburgh. Their defense sucks. I think Quinshawn runs all over them. I think Gabriel's going to be able to pass the ball with success. I think the spot is bad for the Steelers off the bye, with the 2 wins going into the bye, with Thursday Night Football on deck on the road against Cincinnati. Don't like that spot at all for Pittsburgh. Yeah, I think the Browns keep it close, have a chance to win outright. I think they do win outright. I like Cleveland a lot.
Damn it. I know this really isn't a thing, but and again, you're not a big parlay guy, but again, I'm a little bit up in cash on this book, and I'm eager to bet more. And I said I was trying to get picky, but hear me out. Teaser, 3-team teaser. I know that's not a thing. Cardinals, Ravens, Brownies. Take all those bad boys to double digits. No, tell me no, because I shouldn't be betting that. Maybe I'll put a unit on it just to have some action. But
hear me out.
3-2-1.
Ravens, Brownies, Cardinals, money line, parlay, boom.
Oh, wow.
$5.
Yeah,
let me just cook that one.
Yeah, let me see what that's paying here.
According to DraftKings.
Oh, I got a 50% boost.
Oh,
314 on $5.
314
with the 15% boost. It's plus 5,300 normally, plus 6,200 with the boost. Whew.
Wow.
The dogs are barking last week. You think they're going to continue to bark?
See, I don't know.
I don't hate it. You don't mind if I have my first dip of the day, do you?
No, go for it.
These immediately make me shit, so this live might have to end pretty quickly.
What is it? A Zen or a?
I'm on. I'm going down a really bad nicotine addiction. I'm on 9 milligram zoners.
Nice.
I put 2 in yesterday. Felt like I was riding a roller coaster on the sun. Sweating, spinning. I had to take my shirt off and lay in the bed. I was like, I couldn't even watch the screen.
Really?
Fucked me up. 18 milligrams of that? Holy hell.
Yeah. 6 would do that to me.
Yeah.
3 will sometimes do that to me.
I need to stop. 7-Eleven keeps the deal's done on the 26th, but it's buy one get one free for these. And they're 9ers, so I go through them less than 6s. And I'm just a sucker for a good deal. But it's just like you could just feel it. It's a cheaper product. It rips up your gums more than Zins do. So as soon as this deal is done, I'm going to go back to Zins. But
it's all part of the fun.
Yeah. Until
lip.
Whenever I decide to go back to the dentist, and they're like, yeah, your mouth looks like the inside of I don't know, what has a bad mouth?
Yeah.
Walrus.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll be there with you.
We're boycotting the dentist. We're boycotting USC. What were we? Okay. Patriots Saints. I'm on Saints plus 3.5. I am. Well, like we couldn't talk about the Jets game because we got on a little later, but like my reasoning for the Jets, I was fading Denver off an emotional win against Philly. I'm going to fade fade the Patriots off an emotional win against Buffalo. I know the Saints, you could say, may have had an emotional winning their first game of the year against the Giants, which actually looks pretty decent right now after the Giants have spanked the Eagles around. But also the Giants had like 6 turnovers in that game. But I'm going to go back to the Saints at home. I think they're going to continue momentum. Not in love with the play, but plus 3.5. I mean, I'm going to be there. I do have Saints money line in my round robin. I'm starting to hate it, but yeah, I'm on New Orleans. How about you?
This is one I don't like, so I'll keep it short. Lean Patriots. Not betting it. Will root for the Saints for you.
Okay, I like it. No bet.
Need Hunter Henry though for fantasy because I keep benching Dallas Goedert for that guy, and
Hunter Henry.
I don't know why.
I have him in the league as well. So Hunter Henry, I like it. Chargers Dolphins. I got nothing.
Nothing. Chargers lean.
Yeah, skip that game. Trash. One of the games I really, really, really like, Seattle at Jacksonville. Again, we talked about this game on our intentional lounging show. We go through every single game more in depth than we do on the lives. Every single game that is available on our YouTube. Jacksonville, after the win against Kansas City, great win. After the win against Kansas City was -1.5 to Seattle. Now they're +1.5. So I guess the win wasn't good enough for them. Seattle's traveling all the way across the country, probably one of Seattle's furthest trips. And the line has moved 2 points. Is there an injury, or is it just Seattle's as sharp as all get out? So I haven't looked at injury reports. I'm doing pretty bad.
My bad.
No, you're good. I didn't know you got to answer it. I'm doing bad looking at injury reports, but I'm all over Seattle. I have Seattle money line. I'm not messing around with the 1.5 point spread, but I think that's the second sharpest play of the day, unless I'm just terribly missing something super obvious.
Yeah, I love Seattle, and I haven't played them, and I don't know why I feel gun shy about it. But
well, I think Seattle was in a very similar situation last week, where I thought they were super sharp against Tampa, and it just came to a shootout, and Seattle's defense was ass, and Tampa won like they always do in the last 3 minutes of the game. But I don't know. I'm a little gun shy too. I've already bet it. I feel great about the line, but it's pretty freaking ugly. I'm just not sold on Jacksonville, you know?
same. And I'm trying to pull it up here. Turnovers. Let's see.
This is kicking me like a horse.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Where's like takeaways? Let's see. Turnover margin. Okay. Yeah, I think Jacksonville has like, I don't know why they just won't show me takeaways here. I think Jacksonville has like 13 takeaways this year and have hardly turned the ball over. So, I mean, that's just not going to last more than likely. Maybe with a good team that could last, but, with Trevor Lawrence and company, I just don't think that it's sustainable for them. So, here we go. Takeaways per game. Yeah, Jacksonville has 2.8, leads the league in takeaways per game. Yeah, I just don't think that's sustainable at all. So obviously that's huge. I mean, they got the pick six against the Chiefs last week, 99-yarder. So that obviously helps swing games. I think a couple other turnovers maybe in that game as well. I don't really remember, but yeah, I bet Seattle. I like Seattle.
I think it's the second sharpest play of the day. So from the betting aspect, I say bet it. From am I going to hate myself after the game? Probably don't. But I think it is the right betting side, if that means anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Seattle.
Okay. I'm also seeing my my Michigan and UCLA boy, Sharp, is now favored higher than K9 to score. So maybe Sharpie boy.
Really?
But I don't. He's plus 120. K9's plus 125, so not that much difference. But interesting backfield they got going over there in Seattle. Tennessee and the Raiders. I want to take the Raiders. This line's moved down an entire point. Raiders were -4.5 yesterday. They're down to 3.5. I think the Raiders are the better team, but I know Tennessee had a win last week. I don't know. I don't like this game enough to bet it, so I'm probably not going to touch it. Two bottom feeders of the league as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to back Tennessee to basically win 2 weeks in a row. I don't want to lay points with the Raiders, so I am off that game.
Bengals, Packers. Joe Flacco is getting the Packers again in 2 weeks? Beat the Packers at the Browns when he was on the Browns. Now he's at the Bengals. Gets another chance against Green Bay. What do you got in this one, if you have anything?
Dude, so I have the over 44 points, and I don't get it.
I like it.
It's probably gonna be dead wrong. It's my first total I've bet all year, but I don't see how this game stays under 50, if not even under 60. I think both teams could get like high 20s, 30s. I could see Green Bay winning like 38-28 or somewhere in that range. Lean the Bengals to cover, but yeah, I don't know how they trade for Flacco. Flacco's getting the start. I get short week. Not enough time or a ton of time to learn the playbook, but he's a veteran guy. They're going to have him, packages ready to go that he's going to be able to thrive in. And I just don't understand how the line hasn't moved, the total hasn't moved. Like, have we been watching the same Jake Browning? Because that guy's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just with Flacco having Jamar Chase and T. Higgins to throw to now, and maybe they can get Chase Brown going in the backfield. And then Green Bay has not had a stellar defense by any means. Their offense, I mean, they had a 40-40 tie with Dallas. They're off a bye week. Cincy's defense is probably second worst in the league behind Dallas. I don't understand how it's 44.
I don't take much convincing for an over, so I have that written down. I'm going to check quickly the betting splits, but I like it. If it is going to be a high scoring game, I know everyone's going to be jumping on Chase. He's plus 190 to score, which is crazy. I don't like that as much. I actually really like T. Higgins to score. I has he scored this year? Maybe once. I like T. Higgins, and I also Flacco loves his tight ends. People don't really talk about how much Flacco loves tight ends. He loved his tight ends at Baltimore with Mark. He really liked his tight end at the Colts. We saw him. Who is he? I don't even know the tight end back. Oh, he was getting freaking Mercedes Lewis was getting touchdowns back at the Colts. He's like 38 years old. We saw him at the Browns feeding Fanning quite a bit. He had Njoku. I like Gesicki to score. He's plus 700 on DraftKings. You might be able to find some better odds there.
Wow.
Or Noah Fant is plus 1,000. So
Wow.
I don't hate a tight end touchdown for Cincy if it is going to be a higher scoring game. Flacco loves his tight ends. I think the odds are a little too advantageous. Maybe just take both, $5 or $10 on both tight ends to score. It's probably going to be Tanner Hudson. It's probably going to be the tight end that's going to get it done at plus 2,200. Maybe just take freaking all three. I think one of them is going to get into the end zone if it is going to be a higher scoring game. And like I said, I'm just a little worried about Flacco with this offensive line. Flacco not super mobile, obviously. He never was, but now with his old age, and since he is hands down worst offensive line in the league, and now you have to go up against Rashawn Gary and Micah Parsons, so that could get a little scary. If you want to take a sack prop, I don't hate it. I do think it's a little square, but I have a hard time seeing that one not hitting. But yeah, I have no lean on the spread. I think it's a little too many points, but I'm not in love with it enough to take it. But yeah, I'm a sucker for a good over. So I'll look at it. I wrote it down. I will 80% be on that on that over in that game. Jesus. Niners Bucks. 2-4-1 teams. 2-4-1 teams that I just don't think are as good as their record indicates. Tampa Bay is a 3.5 point favorite at home. I got nothing on this. How about you?
I don't either. I think Tampa's a pretty sharp play, but I just don't see. I don't want to lay 3.5 with Tampa when they've been winning everything close. I don't know if I'm fully bought into Tampa, but I don't know. The Niners are kind of a mess. I know Juwan Jennings is back. Mac Jones is banged up but playing, but Mac Jones is undefeated with them. Yeah, I don't know. I think Tampa's sharp. Tampa probably wins and covers, but I don't think I'll play it.
Yeah, it's something I'm not not really. I'll throw it on the two, but just I'm not. Is Purdy? Did you say is Purdy playing? Do we know?
Purdy's out. Mac Jones is in, but he's hurt.
Who's their third?
Adrian Martinez,
The old Nebraska guy.
Nebraska, K-State, Detroit Lions.
Detroit. Yeah, I was gonna say Detroit for a bit. Yeah, I don't like it. Sunday Night Football. I said at the beginning of the show, this is, in my opinion, the sharpest betting game of the week. This is Sunday night. These two teams played week 1 last year, and the Lions won at Arrowhead. Was that last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Okay, 2 years ago. They didn't play last year, did they?
Nope.
Okay. So Lions won 2 years ago at Arrowhead, first game of the season. Now Lions traveling back to Kansas City. Lions are the unanimous. I know we don't talk about power rankings much, and people are still not anymore. But before the week, people were still like, "Oh, it's Lions Eagles." I don't think the Eagles are good, and that was proven that they just got absolutely murdered by the Giants. But I think the Lions are now the unanimous best team in the league. And I really honestly don't think it's close as of right now. But still, and people know this, like it's not like, Lions lost to Green Bay week 1. Sure, bad or fine loss. It was at Green Bay. Green Bay, everyone was, talking up. I still think Green Bay is really good, but now I think it's pretty obvious the Lions are legit. They haven't played really anyone fantastic, but they have been, well, Did they play the Ravens with Lamar, or was Lamar out that game?
Lamar was in.
Lamar was in. So they beat the Ravens, which was a really good win at the time. But that's turning out maybe not so good of a win. Again, Ravens defense is atrocious. But people know the Chiefs they're 2-3 now, and the Chiefs are struggling. I still think the Chiefs are fine. I think they're still probably going to win their division, and they're probably going to win make the play, or they're going to make the playoffs. I think. But 2-3 for the Chiefs. We just saw them lose to the Jags last week. For some reason, Kansas City was a smaller favorite heading into this game, and then they lose to Jacksonville, and now they're a bigger favorite. So, God, it's just so fishy. It seems so freaking obvious to take the Lions. I think it's the most obvious underdog, most obvious bet of the day in the NFL. And I know we're both Lions fans. And I said this, I made the mistake on taking Michigan because it was my own team. Knowing Michigan was square yesterday, Michigan was not even close in that game. They completely got outclassed from the kickoff. And I'm not going to make the same mistake today. So I'm okay fading Detroit. I'll never fade Michigan. So in future, I'll just maybe refrain from taking Michigan on the spread or money line. I'm okay fading the Lions. I just don't have the same love for Detroit as I do for U of M. But I'm all over the Chiefs. I have a 1.5 unit to win 1.5 units on Kansas City money line, the biggest play besides Ted McMillan touchdown of the day today. I love the Chiefs. I think they get it done. I have 2 touchdown scores I really like. I think Xavier Worthy gets into the end zone, and I do think Amon-Ra St. Brown gets back into the end zone after not getting into the end zone last week. He's been just getting every freaking reception this year. Maybe I'll sprinkle JMO as well. But yeah, I'm going to be on Kansas City. I think it's the only betting side or the sharpest betting side you should take in that. But do you agree of the sharp play? Do you agree that Kansas City is the player, or what are you feeling about this game?
Yeah, I just don't know what to make of the side because, I mean, I don't want to fade the Chiefs off a loss at home with Mahomes and Andy Reid. I just don't want to do that. Lions probably are public, but also the Chiefs have been public and square for literally as long as I've been betting. So how many squares are going to get in there and also think, Mahomes and Reid off a loss at home? I don't know. It's probably the right side, but then at the same time, I just think the Lions are quite a bit better than Kansas City right now overall. The Lions, there's so many spots last year where it's like, oh, this is the spot where the Lions will get caught, and they just kept winning, kept covering. So I don't know. I think when Detroit gets winning, it's very hard to stop them. We saw last year. I mean, they lost week 2 and then lost one more game the rest of the season. So they've won 4 straight. I just don't really want to step in front of Detroit right now. So I really have no play on the side. I don't want to fade Kansas City in their spot. I don't want to fade the Lions really ever. Yeah, I really have no play. I like those touchdown scores. I actually do kind of like the under in this game, but yeah, I like Worthy to score. I like Amon-Ra. My buddy actually cooked up a Amon-Ra, Gibbs, Kareem Hunt. I forget if it was boosted or not, but it was like just under 10 to 1
Wow.
for anytime touchdown. And I'm like, that sounds pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
Hunt probably gets in. Gibbs or Amon-Ra for sure get in, and I would expect the other one to as well. I'd be blown away if neither Gibbs or Amon-Ra scored. So I thought that was a pretty good play, even though I do kind of like the under, but it's 52.5. So you can still put up, 6-7 touchdowns and go under the total. So yeah, I am going to look to bet it. Just a few fun bets for props. I'm not sure what I'm doing for the game yet, but I'll have a few fun plays. Nothing probably like official, if you will. But yeah, I kind of like the under. I really have no play on the side because I just don't want to step in front of, or I don't want to fade either team in the spots they're in.
Yeah, no, I get it. And I think Detroit's a much better team. So, yeah, it's tough to go against it. But unfortunately, I just think Kansas City's too sharp for me to stay away. There is a $10. For me, it's different on everyone's FanDuel account, but I have a $10 risk-free bet in this game, and then I do have a boost on this game as well on DraftKings. So I'll probably cook up some sort of 2 different 2-leg or 2 different same game parlays in this game just for shits and giggles. But I'm looking forward to the game. We'll see what happens. Since we're not going to be live tomorrow, do you want to talk about these 2 Monday night games?
Yep, I was going to suggest that.
Okay, tomorrow night we have a Monday night doubleheader starting at 7:15 Eastern time. We have the Bills at the Falcons. Falcons are 4.5-point home dogs. What do you got in this one?
Really nothing. I know sharps are on Atlanta. I know a lot of people like Atlanta. I don't know. Bills off a loss makes me nervous heading into a bye week. Maybe it's too many points here, but I do think Buffalo squeezes out a win. So I don't know. I guess I would maybe lean. I think I gave out the Bills on Wednesday. I would maybe lean Atlanta plus the points. But I do think Buffalo probably does find a way to win it by 3 or 4. So I guess getting the 4.5, I think might cover, but I don't know. This game's a little too close for me, I think. I don't really love anything.
Yeah, this is my least favorite of the two Monday night games, but I also lean the Falcons. I am also seeing sharps on the Falcons, so that would be my play at the moment. We'll see what happens come Monday night. See what kind of boost I get over on the sports books. But I lean the Falcons plus 4.5, but not my favorite of the two games. My favorite bet comes in the second Monday night game at 8:15 Eastern time tomorrow. We have the Bears at the Commanders. Commanders are 4.5 point home favorites. I love the Bears. I'm going to be on the Bears at the plus 4.5. I might lock that in today, and I think the Bears are going to win it outright. I'm not sold on Washington. I don't think the Bears are fantastic, but this is also a revenge game of that Hail Mary last year. I like Chicago quite a bit. I think they get it done on the money line, but I'll take them at the plus 4.5.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way I do about Buffalo and uh, Atlanta. I think Washington finds a way to win it, but maybe 4.5 points is too much. So I think, again, I think I gave out Washington on Wednesday. I don't know. I might lean the Bears. I don't love this game either, but I don't like the Bears off 2 wins and a bye. And now hitting the road for Monday night. But like you said, I think there is some merit to the revenge spot off the Hail Mary. I mean, that was just a terrible play by Chicago, and then obviously it's on highlight reels for the entire year. So I think there is some merit to that. Washington first game back home off 2 on the road, which they were out in LA playing the Chargers last week. That was a big win for them. Have 2 more road games after this, so I don't know. They have Dallas on deck. I don't love the Monday night games. Yeah, I guess lean the Bears, but I don't like it as much as you do.
Yeah. I'm excited for the slate today and tomorrow and tonight. Make sure you do follow us over on Twitter. It's where we're posting majority of our bets, our official bets. If not, you can follow us on, I know we're both on Action Network and both on Pick It as well if you want to follow our official plays. But do you have any other bets or sports you want to talk about before we sign off today?
Well, we don't have to talk about it, but just to bring to your attention if you haven't seen, did you see we have hockey starting at 12:30 tomorrow?
Oof, that's beautiful.
Running through 12:30, and then we have 1, 2, 3 games at 1. The Wings play at 2, and then a couple night games as well. So
I know
love that.
it is a holiday, I believe, Columbus Day or
Columbus
something.
Day,
Yep.
which I
Which
didn't even know
is that
Columbus Day got
racist now?
canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know that
Didn't
was.
they turn it into like Flag Day or I had this conversation with my wife and I was like, because I don't have a job really. And she's like, oh, I have Monday off. I was like, why? She's like, Columbus Day. I was like, that's racist, I'm pretty sure. And
Yeah,
yeah, I forgot what they changed it to, but
yeah,
something.
yeah. I don't know. I didn't even know it went away. So yeah, I guess we have that. So we have hockey. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last thing I'll say, I know you're kind of over the baseball at this point in the year. We do have Mariners, Blue Jays. Should be Tigers, Blue Jays. Probably not, but I kind of like Blue Jays team total over. I think it's 3.5.
Yep.
But I mean, we all saw. Well, you and I saw all the pitchers that Seattle had to use just on Friday. It was a late game that went into the early morning hours. Not quite for them out in Seattle, but now they have to travel to Toronto, go through the whole like Canada customs thing, which I think does kind of throw a wrench into travel. That's the only team you ever have to do that for, obviously, in baseball. With, they were still playing the Tigers, like 50 some odd, 60 hours ago. And now it's just a very quick turnaround using so many of their pitching staff, which a lot of them were starters. So, I don't know. Their bullpen might be okay, but yeah, I think Blue Jays over 3.5 team total is probably a good bet.
Yeah, I'll probably just get squared too and take Toronto on the money line.
Yeah.
They're only minus 165. I was kind of expecting them to be a little higher. Gallisman's not fantastic, so I don't love the pitcher for Blue Jays, but I also don't think Bryce Miller is that great either. So,
Right.
yeah. And then Dodgers Brewers tomorrow, 8 p.m. as well, in the middle of that Monday night doubleheader in the NFL. But my bowels are moving. you just want to give your best 3 bets for NFL today before we sign off?
Cardinals +10, Browns +6.5, and what was the other one I have? Panthers +3.
Cleveland Panthers. Okay, my favorite bets in order of favoritism. I'm going to go Kansas City money line. I'll go Seattle money line. It looks like the Jets are down by 1, so just kidding. Let's go Tat McMillan touchdown. Got to do it. Got to do it.
Yep.
But we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will be back on Wednesday, talking about NFL. Ethan probably won't be here, so it'll probably be me and Ben talking NFL on Wednesday. But thank you guys for following along. Good luck on all your bets today. Enjoy the long weekend. And make sure you do subscribe over here on YouTube. It helps us continue to do this. But until then, guys, we'll see you in the next episode.